Hey guys, what's up? LDShadowLady here, and welcome back to my forever world, where I've been working my way through this to-do list of boring chores to accomplish before the next episode, but I regret to inform you that something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. I was doing a spot of beekeeping here in the flower forest, just trying to cross one thing off my to-do list, when somehow right under my nose, the mothership started to burn down. So there I was, just frolicking around amongst the bees, completely unaware that my very first build in this world was currently burning to a crisp.
The next day.
Oh my gosh, how did this even happen? It's all gone. So much destruction. Is this because I looted that shipwreck last episode? And now I have my very own shipwreck. But don't worry, I have an idea. Oh, I've fallen. I'm sinking. Kind of like what I want to do with this ship. Yes, I thought, why don't we create our own shipwreck right here off spawn? A real, authentic shipwreck. But first, I'm going to rescue a few precious bits and bobs from the ship, because I don't want to lose all of my valuables, like all of this. Well, okay, do I really have any valuables? I'm not sure. Okay, so it may have been a load of useless clutter, but it was my useless clutter. So I took the time to ferry each barrel back to the shore to keep them safe under the watchful eye of the captain, who I also rescued from the shipwreck. Now we just have to get all of this down underwater. So step one is to demolish what's left of the mothership. Oh, a wandering trader has spawned to witness the tragedy. Welcome to the worst day of my life. Oh yeah, just come get a real good close look. Okay, didn't realize we were doing tours already. Yeah, just bring the whole family. Why don't you? Make yourselves at home. It's not like I have a job to do here or anything.
A few moments later.
Alright, the ship is officially stuffed inside this chest. Turns out there really wasn't all that much left. So now all we have to do is put it on the bottom of the riverbed. Now I know this seems like rather a tragic turn of events for the mothership, and quite frankly, when I first discovered the ship had been burnt down, I was quite upset. But now I'm actually really excited to have a real, authentic shipwreck with actual history right here next to spawn. Oh, and that wandering trader finally got what he had coming, so now I feel much better. Okay, so it doesn't look like much from the surface here, but isn't that kind of the point of a shipwreck? Down here is where the real magic is. And I'm gonna add some extra seagrass, so it looks like it's been here for much longer than it actually has. Let's even add it down here in the cargo hold and in the captain's quarters. Oh, I'm drowning. See, that's the fun of a shipwreck. Now we just have a couple more things to add. The name sign. The extra special cargo of the world's first diamond, stashed here in the cargo hold. Then we need to add some more treasures. Maybe something that would be handy for the very early game. Oh, I know, a spyglass. I would never go anywhere without mine. And of course we have the ship's original cargo of potatoes and iron. We'll stash this down there as well. That's actually quite a valuable treasure. So let's place these barrels around randomly and stash some of these items inside. 'Twas rather an unusual cargo of potatoes and iron, but that's what she carried. Now we seal that back up to be found by future explorers. Now, that was kind of all of my potatoes and all of my iron, but at least we have less to declutter now in all these barrels. Speaking of barrels, I am going to move these out of the way again so that I can do something with this little island here. And then in the future, one day, I promise I will organize everything. Just not today. Okay, let's move these.
One eternity later.
For now, I've just squirreled everything away back here in the secret tunnel, and it might be a good idea to keep absolutely everything in one place, so let's go and find all of these tiny workstations cluttering my world and clean up the scenery. Wow, I'm realizing that I actually have quite a lot of stuff, and none of it is organized, but at least it's all in one place. Now I just need to dig through these chests to find some spare copper. And with this, I'm going to build a small copper structure right here by the shipwreck. And then on the very top, I'm going to add my copper golem statue to commemorate the world's worst captain who literally let the ship burn down on his watch. Oh, and I would like all of these blocks to stay at exactly this level of oxidation. And lucky for me, I have a new unlimited source of honeycomb from all of these hives that I placed around the flower forest here. This is what I was working on when the fateful incident occurred. So hopefully this time there isn't another lightning strike. Oh, and before you ask, yes, I did put a lightning rod on top of the enchanting tower. And I will now be putting lightning rods on top of every single one of my builds from now on. Anyway, this should be plenty of honey. Now I can wax some of these blocks. Oh, what a disgusting noise. Ta-da! Next, I think we should give this whole spawn area a bit of a makeover. I want to turn this plain grassy island into something a bit more unique, with some moss, drip leaf, pink petals, and some cactus flowers. All of which I don't have, so we'll need to acquire those things first. So I hit up the nearest lush cave and pretty much decimated it. Yeah, turns out when you give me a hoe, I'm kind of a danger to plant life everywhere. So it did not take me long to acquire a few stacks of moss, and then it was on to collecting the drip leaf. And I want to get a selection of small and big drip leaf, but these small drip leaf are really hard to find. Oh my gosh, diamonds! I only came down here for some drip leaf, but I will surely take the diamonds. There's so many of them. Aha. More diamond. More diamonds? Look, there's diamonds everywhere. Oh my gosh. There's more diamonds than drip leaf down here. Okay, this is getting slightly ridiculous now. But I would never complain about an abundance of diamonds. This is just silly. Who even needs this many diamonds? Gotta be kidding me. Just ignore the fact that I'm being chased by a horde of zombies. And let's admire the fact that there are diamonds literally everywhere in this cave. In fact, at this point, I have more diamonds than small drip leaf, which just shows you how incredibly rare this item is. So I continued searching this entire cave for more small drip leaf, but all I found was more diamonds. And more diamonds. Now, I'm not complaining. But somehow I've come out of this with more diamonds than drip leaf. Now let's get out of here before I lose everything. So back at spawn, I used my new moss blocks to fill this bay with little mossy islands. And then filled in the gaps between the islands with more moss and drip leaf. This is starting to look a bit wacky. I like it. Now, the next thing to do is add a little bit more colour here, and I was thinking, what goes perfectly with green? And the answer is lots and lots of pink petals. So I'm going to use my leftover moss in the composter here to get plenty of bone meal. And then with all of this bone meal, we can have an unlimited supply of pink petals. Ta-da! And these are going to go all here along the water edge. And really, I cannot go crazy enough with this because I don't think there's a such thing as too many of them. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, they're so perfect. Okay, yes, this looks so good. Let's have a look what it looks like from my spawn point. I think it's somewhere up here. Oh, yes. That looks quite unique. Now, there is one last finishing touch. I want to add some custom-ish flowers using some lightning rods and some cactus flowers. And yes, I can see the irony in using lots of lightning rods in this particular location. If only I had crafted one sooner, maybe the mothership wouldn't be on the bottom of the ocean right now. And the most painful part is they're actually really easy to craft. I just need to smelt this copper. And I should probably go grab my coal instead of smelting it with bits of wood. Starting to regret moving all of my stuff all the way over here now. One of these days, I'm going to have a super organized storage space. But right now, we're stuck with this. Where's my coal? Oh, there it is. Right, back outside again. Oh, it's raining. Classic forever world. Always raining. It's happening again, it's happening again! Is this some kind of sick joke? I guess now is the perfect time to craft my first lightning rod. Hello? Ah! Oh my gosh. Where did you come from? Blimey. Here we go. I've just realized that these are very orange, actually. And now we have to wait for them to oxidize. Oh my gosh! Wait, why am I making flowers out of these again? This seems like a really silly idea, but I've already committed to it now. This just keeps happening. Right, well, maybe I should sleep. That's probably the safest thing to do right now. And then my lightning rods will stop getting struck by lightning every 10 seconds. And then they might actually be able to oxidize into that beautiful turquoise color I want. Okay, that is my entire copper budget spent on lightning rods. And so far, it just looks a bit crazy over here. But it's all gonna come together when I bring the cactus flowers in. Look! One of the rods has already oxidized. Now, hopefully these will start rusting away while I am out finding a desert. I'm going to search for, of course, cactus flowers, but also a golden bunny, because that is the last variant that I am missing from my collection. And we're going to have to go further than I've ever been before, because I have quite literally never discovered a desert before. Whoa, there's some kind of sandcastle on the shore there. What's this doing up here on the land, eh? Anything? How suspicious. Wait! Is that suspicious sand? Yes! Oh my gosh, I could do some archaeology! But I don't have a brush! I just need a feather! What's a girl gotta do to find a chicken around here? Oh yeah, I see chickens. I see lots of chickens. I just need one feather. I hope I get something good, because I sacrificed a chicken for this. What's that? An emerald! Okay. Anything else? Ooh, is that a bit of coal? Great. What's in here? Oh, a sherd! My first sherd! And it's the shelter sherd. Nice. Oh, there's a bit more. What's in here? A golden nugget. That's it! You know, if I was gonna build a sandcastle and fill it with treasure, I would put a lot cooler stuff inside it. Add that to the to-do list. Now. Which way was I going again to find a desert? That way? Ah yes, I remember now. I was chasing the sunset. Okay, now it's just dark and there still is no desert. Help. Now I know I should probably sleep, but I'm kind of admiring the stars out here. Just ignore all the mobs chasing me and enjoy the clear night sky. Oh, now I don't want to get too excited, but that kind of looks like a desert. Oh, yes, and there are the golden bunnies. Oh, okay, wait, I have to sleep first. And in the morning, I'll step into the desert. Ta-da! Now let's grab some cactus. This is where the cactus flowers grow. And here's one in the wild. Yes. Gosh, there aren't really very many of them, are there? I can only see a few. 1, 2, 3 more. And that's about it. So I only managed to get 8 cactus flowers at the minute. Can I reproduce them with bone meal? No. I'm just gonna have to be patient. Ugh, fine. But I'm gonna be running low on patience by the time I get a golden bunny all the way back home. Maybe we should take 2, just in case. And we're gonna go nice and slowly. What was that? Why did that happen? I haven't even got out of sight of the desert yet and they're already breaking free. What is this, the cast of High School Musical? Now I've just realised that we aren't all going to fit in the boat. So we're going to have to do a sort of water ski situation. What a spectacle. It's a good job this is a single player world because I look ridiculous right now. However, funnily enough, this does seem like the safest way to travel. If you'd look to your right, you'll see my nether portal. That's a gateway to hell for the unacquainted. And to your left here is a village which is still in dire need of a makeover. And we are currently passing over the world's freshest shipwreck, leading us back here to spawn, where none of my lightning rods have oxidized. And my rabbits are trapped in the boat now. Where are you trying to go, huh? There's no escape. Welcome to your new humble abode. Emphasis on the humble. Now we officially have one of every kind of bunny in here, and they can never escape. Now, it's time to farm some cactus flowers. Gosh, it's bright out here. This is what we want, okay? Every single one of these lightning rods needs a cactus flower on top. So we're gonna need quite a few more of these bad boys. So over here, I'm gonna set up a temporary farm because when they reach a certain height, there is a chance that they will generate a flower on top. All I have to do now is wait. And while I do that, I might as well tick off another item on my to-do list, the potato harvest. Yeah, kind of silly of me to bury all my potatoes in a shipwreck. Now I'm definitely running out of food. And I actually got a new mod That means I can harvest these so much quicker. It harvests and plants at the same time. There. And now we have this giant chest full of potatoes. And this should be plenty to last me until the next maritime disaster. Oh my gosh! Some of the cacti have grown! And that was actually kind of quick. Ow. Let's get them. And now they could potentially regrow again. Oh! One just grew right there in front of me! Ow! This is working like magic. Now, while I wait, perhaps I should craft my very first decorated pot. Ta-da! How cute is that? I love it. I need more. Mark my words, one day I'll have every decorated pot and I'll put them on display for the whole world to see. For now though, cactus, please. Ta-da! These look so cool. However, they did come with a cost. In the process of harvesting all these cactus flowers, my armor did take a lot of cactus damage. Rest in peace, iron armor. It's time for some diamond armor. Let's put all these diamonds I found to good use with my first set of diamond armor. Yes. Yes. And I think this special occasion deserves a trip to the enchanting tower, just over yonder. And lucky for me, I've managed to go an entire episode without dying, so I actually have some levels to use. Now we just need to access the secret teleportation method to the top of the tower, and I can do some enchanting. Ta-da! Ah, yes, a bit of feather falling, that would be nice. Unbreaking and protection. What an upgrade! Okay, well, you can't actually see the difference because I hid my armor, but this is going to do wonders for my survivability. Now, while we're over here already, I want to add a new book to my library, so I've cooked up something really special for this, The Legend of the Mothership. And now it can take its rightful place here in my great library, which is soon to be full of epic tales. Now, of course, in the book, I alluded to the mysterious location of the shipwreck, but you and I both know that it's right down there. And this mysterious statue is kind of a clue to its location. So now, if everyone could please just forget what you've witnessed today, so that this shipwreck can be a true mystery. And I will see you next time.